I work a 9 to 5 and I run a business, and I'm not choosing between the two. I actually enjoy doing both of them at the same time. So in this video, I'm sharing how I balance entrepreneurship and my full-time career, why I believe in diversifying your income, and the systems I use to make sure I don't lose my fucking mind. Before I dive in, if you're building a brand and working a career or a full-time job and you're a busy mom or whatever, wife, whatever, a busy woman in general, tell me what your biggest challenge is. I want to know in the comments. All right, so let's start here. People always ask, like, why both? And honestly, I mean, the simple answer is I enjoy both, but the long, like, real answer is they both feel me in different ways, right? So I am a huge believer of diversifying your income. I love structure. So I was an entrepreneur only for about 7 years, and it drove me fucking crazy. It's for some people, it is not for me. And I've said that plenty of times on my platforms, that just being only an entrepreneur is not for me. I don't like to always feel like I'm in hustle mode, grind mode, making sure I'm getting clients or whatever to maintain my income. I just always, I've always been a corporate girly at heart. I was just kind of not forced, it was convenient. I talk with my hands, y'all. I'm sorry. It's going to be a lot of this, especially because I'm sitting at this desk and I don't know what to do with my hands. So, forgive me. But it was convenient for me to do while my kids were at home, right? Because I did not want to go into a job or whatever while they were small. I wanted to be with them. My family has always been my number one priority. And so even now, that priority to me means that I prefer having a structured income, a job that allows me to have flexibility, to still be able to do my client work on the side. And if you don't know, I know a lot of people are new here, but I had like a digital marketing agency that I kind of quote unquote shut down in 2023. I still maintained 1 or 2 clients, but outside of that, I usually don't go above 3 because then it gets a little ghetto, especially with maintaining my corporate job. Again, in 2023, I had to just shut everything down and just kind of realign, what am I doing this for, right? And for me, the number one goal is to be able to just, I won't say provide for my family because my husband does a great job at doing that. Shout out to him. But there's other things that my job provides for my family, like great benefits. Again, the structure, like just having I won't say that anything could happen. I mean, anything could happen, right? So I could lose my job and then all this go away. But it is nice just to know that this is hitting every 2 weeks, right? This is hitting every 2 weeks. A bonus is coming. I mean, I got a big girl job, like, it's nice. And so, I honestly, I love both sides. Both sides gets different parts of me, even though I kind of do the same thing in both sides. So I do digital marketing strategy for my full-time job. And that's also what I do for my clients. And then now I have Her Daily Guide, which is just crazy because here I am with 3 different things. But I mean, structure. And then I believe in diversifying your income. So that was a long-winded way of explaining why I do both. So let's get into how I manage all 3, actually, because Her Daily Guide is definitely a business. And I will start with the first things first, which a lot of you already know, that weekly planning is my superpower. I don't play about my weekly plan every single Sunday. It's me, my computer, or my what's this thing called? iPad, and Asana, which is my project management board, and my calendar. Like, all of these things are up, and I just have this amazing session that just makes me so happy. I love planning. But anyway, and it's not a to-do list. I write down everything I need to do, but it's not a to-do list, right? It is a strategy. It's a strategy for my week. I make sure I create time blocks throughout the week that allow me to do the tasks that need to be done, complete the tasks that need to be completed during the times where I have the energy to complete those tasks. So at the beginning of the week, I map out my time, my mornings, usually my deep work time. Afternoons, I take my meetings, and then I write all the projects that I'm working on. Like, what are the things that I need to do? And inside of like my Asana board, I have tasks that I know I have to complete weekly. I know I have to record weekly. I know I have to edit. I used to have to record. I used to have to edit weekly, y'all. Now I gotta edit like every day. It is so ghetto. Y'all, because the part of committing to a content creator. So all of this time, like, my business is easy. My clients is easy. My full-time job is easy. You know what's not easy? Becoming a content creator. And this is a huge sidebar and off topic, but I just have to say it right here because when I wasn't trying to be like an influencer or whatever, I always had strategy behind what I put out, and because I was always intentional about what I put out, because that means a lot to me. I don't just post just to post, because whatever, I won't go on that rant. But when it just didn't, when I wasn't trying to be an influencer, it was like, oh, everything's just doing so well, everything's good. But now times have changed, and there's just different platforms, there's just so many things. It is fucking mind blowing. Like, it's crazy. So anyway, I have to edit every single day. I have to record multiple times a day throughout the week. Like, it's wild. And I don't just randomly record. Like, I have to create like a little outline of the clips that I need to capture, and then I have to make sure that the titles have SEO and like all the things. And I have to write, right? Because I have my newsletter, and I absolutely love pouring into my newsletter, so I have to write. And it's just all of these tasks. So all of the things that I have to do every single week, no matter what, they're in my Asana board, and as soon as I complete one, it just duplicates and it puts it on there for the following week. So when I'm planning out my week, I'm saying, like, all right, I already know I got to do these. All this time is blocked for all these things. So how do I make time for everything else that I need to do? And it's not just for, on Sunday, I'm not just planning for work only. Like, this happens, I have to do it for the family too. Like, what's going on with the family this week? How much time do I have? And how much time do I need to complete what I need to complete? Do I need to move some stuff around? This video might be a little too long. I see, that's why I don't like talking about planning too much, because excuse me, my allergies getting to me. It's because I will yap. I love talking about this. Oh my God. Anyway, so weekly planning is my superpower. All right, so the next one, I kind of mentioned it in the first one, but that is time blocking. Time blocking changes the game. Creating those blocks for time that you have the energy to complete tasks throughout the week will change your life. I promise you. I just want you to try it. Schedule blocks. Whenever your creativity is flowing, schedule creative blocks. Whenever you are tired, put things that don't really require a lot of mental energy. Like, you may have to like clean up, but that doesn't really require a lot of mental energy from you. When you have to really zone in and focus, you need to put that on your calendar in a time that you have enough time, right? You can't just do it in an hour. You need like 3 to 4 hours of time. And that's another thing. I always give myself more time in my time block. Like, I don't just put like an hour, it is an hour, it is an hour, it is like, no, I need more than enough time to completely dive in, get lost, be found, and actually do the work, because I go through all of that. So the first moment, I'm like, first second I sit there, I'm like, what am I doing again? But it's always nice because it's written down somewhere. And then I go into, oh yeah, that's it. And then I'll start like, what am I talking about? And then I have to go to my notes and look at that. And then I start going through stuff. I'm like, I don't like this. Then I got to do research. But then while I'm researching, I see something else that I kind of like. And I'm like, dang, maybe I should add that in. And then I'm like, no, bitch, stick to the plan. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I have to go through all of these things. And then somehow I might even, so I try to keep my phone on do not disturb, but or you know what? It's not a phone call, because I can decline phone calls and I can ignore text messages. You know what gets me? I'll say, oh, I saved this somewhere. like an idea or something in my phone, and then I pick up my phone, and before you know it, I'm doing something else in my phone and not doing the fucking task at hand. So you have to give yourself enough time, because you're going to go through all these things. And then by the time I finally say, girl, get to work, it's an hour in. And then now I have 3 hours. I can get lost in it. And then usually I got all of that out my system. So now it's just go time, and I can completely do what I need to do. Time blocking, game changer. All right. So the next one is I use my margins or my time, obviously, very wisely. I don't just work, but I'm a wife. I'm a sports mom. I repeat, I am a sports mom. And if you know, you fucking know. Like these games and practices, my kids play multiple sports at one time. I don't know how I got here. This shit's wild. But anyway, oh my God, I'm a sports mom. And so that means that I have to use my time wisely. So at games, if it's a boring game, or if it's like during a week or something, or I'm at practice, I'm just sitting at practice. Sports mom, we spend a lot of time in the car, right? Just sitting in the car. And so while I'm in the car, I use my time wisely. I edit. I usually don't scroll on social media. I make sure I do the things I need to do. So if I need to edit, if I need to write, if I need to just kind of think of some ideas, I use that time for that. Child, it's ghetto. But what has really helped me is just accepting that it's just ghetto. It's just, this time is ghetto. I have about 6 years. I'm on a countdown now. I have about 6 years of this ghetto life. And then it's going to be over. And then I'm not going to know what to do. I don't know what life is going to look like. So I've accepted it. And I've learned to just enjoy the moment, enjoy where we are, and then maximize the time in the ways that I need to. So I maximize my margins wisely. Moving right along. There's one thing that I've learned over all of these years, especially with being an entrepreneur, is you cannot do everything. I cannot do everything. Like, you cannot do everything. It's impossible, right? So I believe in automating, delegating, and simplifying, right? So for me, anything that can be automated, again, like those tasks that I was speaking about earlier, where I know I have to do them every single week. What's the point in going in every single Sunday and being like, editing block, this and this? No, I can just set it to duplicate each week. It's done. I don't have to add that. Another thing that I think I'm really, really good at is delegating. I don't want to do everything. Like, I really, really don't. I will, even if I'm not making a whole lot of money with something, I'll still pay somebody to do the task that I just don't necessarily want to do, because I believe in buying back time. And I believe that if I buy back my time, I can focus on things that I'm really, really good at. And then more than likely the money will come. And I've always seen that. And I've always felt like that. I've always felt like if I invest in myself in the areas where I'm just not that good at, or not even just not that good at, but if I don't have enough time to do, if I just get the help, I can focus on the areas that I know will help me grow or help whatever grow. And then I just went blank. Grow. And in turn, I'll basically get my money back, right? Like it comes back. It comes back to me every single time. Like, even for you right now, YouTube. Child, I probably would have never, honestly, not probably. Now that I'm seeing like what it takes to really, and I'm only, 5, 6 videos in, I'm not even sure. But what it takes for one video to be published is crazy to do on your own. For me anyway. And that's only, you can do it on your own. You can. But again, me, sports mom, career woman, entrepreneur, I can't do all the things for YouTube too and maintain my house and have a husband, because he gonna get rid of me if I don't have the time to do the things I need to do, right? So I think and honestly, now that I'm seeing all the work that goes into doing the YouTube, I realize why I never started it. It took Dia, who is my right hand, Y'all, I found Dia. Look, I found Dia. I didn't really find Dia. I stole Dia. I stole Dia like 3, 4, almost 4 years ago to the day. I don't know. Almost 4 years ago. I I stole Dia. She was a friend of a friend. And I met her through that friend. And then we were talking at a party, like randomly at a party. And I was like, yeah, I have this and this and this going on. I just, yeah. She's like, yeah, if you need help. I'm like, I do need help. We met at a bar maybe that Monday, and it's been up ever since. I mean, except for when it was down in 2023 and it got real ghetto, but I digress. Anyway, as soon as I was back ready to go, I went and come on, dear, like, and then she's ready, and she's the one who pushed me off the ledge, even with YouTube, because I would have never done YouTube on my own. Even if I tried, I wouldn't have been consistent with it. It would have been impossible. Again, a very long-winded way, because clearly I'm long-winded, of saying, get you some help. Get help. Don't be afraid. Even there's VAs, there's Fiverr.com that can help you, inbox management, social media. Oh, baby, cleaning this house. That's a thing. Like, my cleaners come every other week. Yeah, like cleaning this house. I don't have time to deep clean this house every other week. I just don't. So, and again, I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to spend the money. But honestly, if you buy back your time and you focus on the things that you're good at, the money will come back. Protecting my energy is a non-negotiable, right? So not balancing everything does not work if you're running on fumes. Okay, balancing anything doesn't work if you're running on fumes, which is why I take my mornings so serious. This is why I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I literally pour into myself from 4:30 to, y'all saw my power morning routine. Like, I don't play about it. I wake up early. I spend time with God. I work out. I hydrate. I take my supplements. I spend time with my kids. I speak to them. I hug them, because all those things help me. They help me take on everything that's coming at me for the rest of the day, baby. I'm prepared. I'm ready. Once it's time to dive in, because I don't play about my mornings. It's a non-negotiable. You have to protect your energy. People will they'll try to get at you, but you gotta have them blocks up. Like, nope. Which another reason is why I wake up at 4:30, because nobody can give me any kind of energy at that time because they sleep. Okay. Lastly, it's my mindset. It's not either or, right? You can be a mom. You can be a sports mom. You can be a career woman. You can be a CEO of a brand. You can be a present mom. You can be a present wife. And a woman who honors her peace. But you need systems, you need strategy, and you need boundaries. My mindset is simple. Be where your feet are. If I'm in a meeting, I'm in a meeting. If I'm with my kids, I'm with my kids. If I'm with God, I'm with God. If I'm working on my business, I'm present, right? So I've learned to really compartmentalize that, because and be super intentional about every single role that I carry. Oh yeah, I know I've been yapping because I had to get some water. Oh gosh, but so yes, balancing both worlds takes intention, but it is 100% possible. And honestly, I enjoy it. I enjoy this life. Honestly, I do better when I'm busier, which is crazy. There are times where stuff gets a little slow and I just be lollygagging. I don't know what I do. But when I'm busy, I guess my mind kicks in and, oh, you got a lot going on, so you need to be on top of all the things. And then all of a sudden, I'm back on my systems and everything else. But I appreciate you all for being here. If you want like a deeper insight into like how I plan my week, how I run my systems, my vulnerable, sometimes I be like sad and like talking, you should just subscribe to my newsletter. I'm gonna put it in the description. I would love for you to drop in the comments. If you're building your brand and working a career, tell me your biggest challenge. I want to know. And I'm hoping I can create content to help you with that challenge. All right. If you love this episode, you already know the spiel. Please like, comment, and share the love with somebody you know. See you next video.